Hello friends, this is Deepak here and today we are going to discuss about what is Vedic period and what are the methods of teaching during Vedic period. So before that, if you are not subscribed our channel, please do subscribe our channel and hit the bell icon so that you can get all the updates from us. So you welcome on our YouTube channel Vivekananda Academy of Learning. Here you will get to know about what is Vedic period and what are the methods of teaching during Vedic period. Now, let us understand the phenomena of Vedic period and methods of imparting knowledge to the disciple. Now, the first thing that comes to us is what is Vedic period. So, first of all, we have to understand what is Vedic period. So, now let's understand Vedic period. So, in Indian culture and civilization is one of the ancient civilizations and cultures of the earth, albeit which one is the oldest yet not been proven. However, all believed or obeyed that Indians Vedas, Rigveda, Yajurveda, Atharvaveda and Samveda are the oldest scripture of the earth. Vedas are believed as religious scriptures, but they are the repositories of all types of knowledge and discovered and came in existence by Aryans till then. Now, India was the first country of the earth which would develop a very sound methods of imparting education during Vedic period. Now, let us understand the definition which is given by F.W. Thomas. The definition is there has been no country except India where the love of learning had so early an origin or has exercised so lasting and powerful influence. So this is a definition that you can mention in your question. So it would impact a lot upon your answers. Now, what was the duration of Vedic period? Now let us see. Many historians has yet yielded that Indians were entirely governed by Vedas from 2500 BC to 500 BC. BC means before Christ, and they call this period as a Vedic period. So this is the duration of Vedic period. Now let us understand teaching methods during Vedic era, which was a famous teaching methods of Vedic era. Let's discuss one by one. The first one, what are the methods of teaching during Vedic period? So firstly, we will understand mainly the Vedic age has been lead the oral education through asking question answer, decision making, critical thinking, problem solving, lecture and debate. So the imitation method was being practiced for acquiring only language. On the other hand, demonstration was being implemented for the education of different crafts and skills. Apart from that, the Rishi Sant has described the methods of teaching very attentively, carefully on the basis of Shravana means listening, Manana means learning, and Nididhyasana means practicing. Now, narrating the story method for tiny thoughts and logic method for higher education. So now, as I have told before, that these are the methods of teaching during Vedic period. So first one is imitation, recapitulation and rote method. Imitation means to copy, recapitulation means to revise and rote method means to memorize. Now imitation is a natural method of acquiring the things. Education of acquiring language was conducted at the primary level by imparting this method. I was applied at the higher level too. The gurus means teachers pronounced mantras of Veda before the disciples and imparted them. Pronounced them repeatedly and thus memorize them. So this is all about imitation, recapitulation and rote method. So next method prevailing was that statement, demonstration and practice method. In the period of Vedic education, there were subjects like agriculture, cattle rearing, crafts, military science, astrology, cosmology, and medical science was being practiced through statement, demonstration, and practice method. The guru first told the method of performance of an activity and then demonstrated it. Then the disciple imitated him and implement the activity gradually to attain the skills rather goals. So this is the second method. Now we are going to discuss about third teaching method of Vedic education or Vedic era, logic method. So this method, logic method means reasoning. This method of learning and teaching was came into effect in the later Vedic period to teach the disciples such subjects like logic or reasoning. Mostly it was being practiced with these five ways, namely the ways of practiced was resolve, purpose, example, application, and deduction. Next, the fourth one, this is explanation and illustration method. Now, during Vedic period, the gurus made the disciples learn a rule of grammar or Veda hymns and then elaborate them. Analyze its connotation means implied meaning and use similes, metaphors, and illustrations to clarify the concept and implied gyan. Gyan means knowledge. Next method was question answer method. So in the later span or later age of Vedic period, the question answer method was being practiced on the context of Upanishads. In the early Vedic period, the gurus preached and delivered and disciples listen them attentively, carefully. However, in the later period of Vedic period, the students put forward their doubts to the teacher. Then this method was came into existence as question answer method, and this is also prevailing in this time. Next method was, yes, discussion and debate method. This is interactive method, other you would say. During the Vedic period, discussion and debate had great influence. Means it was prevailing heavily during Vedic period. Along with debate, there is one more remarkable Shastrarth method was also practiced. Debate was also conducted in higher academics between well-efficient teacher and disciple. Conferences of scholars and renowned personalities were also conducted discussion on very important topic for the welfare of living beings, and Shastras was held. So now let us discuss the next method, storytelling method. So this is also, it was an eminent and means it's a play a vital role during that time. In the later Vedic age, Acharya Pandit Vishnu Sharma, that you may know the name of, his created stories to inculcate means to develop the ethics in princes and society. These stories were compiled under the title Panchtantra and Hitopdesha. Panchtantra and Hitopdesha under the title. The Guru asked question after telling the stories, after completion of the stories. The last question used to be the moral of the story. So then at last, means at the end of the nutshell, the moral would be there of this one particular story. Hence the storytelling method was bit different from the present one. Next, Shravana, Manana, and Nididhyasana, listening, learning, and practice. Now, this is the last method. The method of Shravan, Manan, and Nididhyasana was also derived from the compositors of Upanishads. Whatever the gurus lectured or other delivered knowledge, the explanation they made about Veda, mantras, etc., and the knowledge they imparted about philosophy, sociology, ethics, religion, and other subjects. The disciples, means students, grasp them very carefully, attentively, learn it, applied about it, and practice regularly on the basis of facts and truths. So today we have discussed about these are the importance method which was prevailing during Vedic era. So thank you for joining with us, or subscribe our channel if you have not subscribed, and hit the bell icon so that you can get notification as well. And we have uploaded many more videos regarding education, so you may check it in playlist. Okay friends, bye bye, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.